Hey, son? Did you have lunch? I gotta say.
Yes.
What did you have for, we had a breakfast taco for lunch, or dinner. You haven't had lunch yet. Are you hungry? You're not hungry? No, you had something for lunch. You want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something?
Yes.
Can I wait till my talk's over, or do you want me to make it right now? I'll make it right now if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Margie, your hair's pretty.
What are you doing, sir? How do you do, sir, Tom? All right. I'm all keyed up. I'm still trying to calm down. Keyed up.
What's that?
Good dog. I've had it to the fucking human race slowed to a stroll. I can't be a part of I can't be a part of Earth no more. It's just I don't want to participate on this stupid planet. Go ahead, eat your sandwich. And I'm not doing it. And I'll just wait till they drop the nukes or the poles flip or whatever happens to reduce the numbers of dumbass fucking people on this stupid planet. Just because somebody somewhere feels like they need to be in charge. People are control freaks, and I'm over it. So I'm not going to participate in planet Earth anymore. And I'll just try and keep my sense of humor as I watch just the demise of some civilization fall. You know, well, I'm not going to be out there adding to the ruckus as hard as it is. Because, you know, I mean, my first thought is just punch him in the face. People relent when you punch them in the face. How many times have I been punched in the face, kicked in the face? Fucking I relented. Then I'd say, okay, well, I don't like it, so I'm not going to do that to other people. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Just eat your sandwich, Mom. Don't play with it. Let me turn this up. I'll get you some chocolate milk in a minute. So my stickers aren't coming.
They're not coming?
No, I ordered see, that's why it's so hard for me to get fucking excited about shit. Because for me to get excited about shit, that means other people have to be in their fucking integrity. But it ain't that fucking planet anymore. So, up until today, I've gotten notifications that UPS will deliver to my post office box by 7 p.m. tonight. And then, at 2 o'clock, I go look to see if it was delivered, only to see that I need to update my address. Now, this shit fucking pisses me off because if the dude knew that took my order that there's a problem with P.O. boxes, then why did he fucking make the mailing address to a P.O. box? Now I'm fucking done with the company, because they're going to get their shit back. Just fucking reimburse me, and I'm going to talk so much shit about you on YouTube, because I'm fucking over customer service and lack of. If I'm frustrated, you get to listen to my frustration. If I say you have crappy customer service, you better just listen to it and learn. Because nobody fucking cares enough about stickers to go through that shit, you know? You know? It's not that planet anymore. Ask the Midwest how much fun they're having living the best life, that best life. You see, no place on the earth is 100% paradise, heaven on earth all the time. People go through the land. It goes through its seasons. You don't fucking, let's talk in terms like this. The earth doesn't care about the human beings on it. It cares about the animal. Animals are humans, but it be evolved into something so gross. We are on our own. See? Because too many egos wanted that beachfront property, or put the house right next to the river, right next to the dam. You get the best view and just get to live tranquil life for generations, 50 years. The land changes and evolves and doesn't give a shit about your house, and then it went down the fucking river. I look at these houses that are getting decimated. Like, what do you people do for other people? Every time I go out, I try to do something for somebody else. Because I don't even go out every day. Because that fucking earth, that world out there, in Taos, it's not worth living in. It's not worth being in. So I take the back roads. And today I met a dude named Anthony. And every year they mud the church over here. The Legacy, the big one, the tour sucker. That's why they do it, because they got to keep up, look good. It's got to look good, right? Look good. So I picked him up. He was walking home to Talpa. Talpa, it's out that way, about a mile down the road. And it's hot out there, and I offered him some water. He had some sacks. He was all dirty. He said, you know the church over here? I said, yeah, I saw the crane over there. I was wondering what was going on. He said, we're mudding it. We do it every year. I said, that's pretty cool. I said, you mind if I come down, take some pictures, check it out? I would love to learn how to mud. How to mud. And he said, yeah, come on down. I said, you like cookies? He's like, yeah, here you go, dude. He had a cool dog named Duke. Came and greeted the truck as I pulled in. The dog named Duke, you know. And that's how I build community, you know? Because nothing that they do, all this stuff that they got something going on that they always got something this summer when the weather's nice. They're always fencing off the people that won't pay. They're always like segregating in Taos. It's like they fence off, they pay these slow ass people to put fences up so that people have to pay to get in. Any other day it's free. But no, when they put the fences up, you have to pay. Because inclusion is paid membership required. You know, I'm all about the free shit. I'm all about the free stuff, but the rest of the world ain't catching up yet. Because they're too busy trying to get paid for fucking mediocre freaking stuff, ideas. Like, ain't nobody happy about the parking meters that they're putting in. Ain't nobody happy about how slow the progress is made all the time. Ain't nobody happy. There's a lot of people that are freaking really sad because they don't have their basic needs while they see these town officials, these county planners just pissing away. And it's all a racket, dude. It's all about I talked to the people that have that bus. I used it on a thumbnail the other day. I don't remember their names. But the bus wasn't at their place, and I was like, if I ever come across them and the opportunity presents itself, I want to introduce myself. And I was going one of my back roads, and I saw them at a storage unit. So I turned around, drove through in the neighborhood, came back, and got out, and I said, hi, my name's Marge. I come in peace. You know, I just am curious about stuff, and like, I think what you're doing is like more and more people are going to start doing that. There's a guy out in Texas that has 20 acres that he's inviting all these people. Just come live out of your car. You know, we'll figure it out. You can come live for free. And people are starting to take him up on it, and that's fucking cool, you know, because there's a lot of people that don't got no places to go, and like I was saying earlier, the earth don't give a shit if we got shelter. We got to make the shelter. Because she's changing, she's evolving, she's going for it. She, you know, she don't care about the freaking, you know, the big old high rises at the best property, and you know all the grossness people spend on frivolous shit. While people are dying every day in the streets, and more people are getting unhoused as days go on. But I guess as everybody is sitting right where, like, if this is why I go out and try and find people that just like need a ride and stuff like that, because dude, sometimes people just need, you know, to know that the whole world don't suck. I'm so over watching people just having so much fun living, doing this and that, and okay, dumbasses, they fall off the cliff. You know, like lives lost just because people don't think, because the dumbing down in society is worked. It's worked. Like I can't fucking get mail in Taos. We're back here again. It's back here again. Oh, so I'm just not supposed to get. You know, I'm just not supposed to do anything to advance myself. You know, getting stickers is just too much to ask for fucking stickers at .com. I'm just tired of dumb people. And the world's just, it's dumber and dumber because they don't think. People don't think. They don't know how to think. I did score a big old bag of dog food today. And it's like, I think it's like $15 cheaper at Tractor Supply than the other place. But that guy's a hog too. You know, I mean, he sells like you're in business for 20 something years or whatever, and then like, why are you selling your be sure and look at expiration dates of your animals' food and stuff, because people don't fucking care. They just want to sell shit. You know, and I think that's what gave my dog a food allergy, is I discovered this dog food has it's like canned stuff but in a paper pouch, and it was like expired, and I'm like, okay, you know, but he's doing better now. He's doing all right. We keep him nice and cool and stuff like that. I am seeing a lot of people. See, that's the thing. It's like I've done the work. I have done so much work in my life. Just shit that is not fun to fucking do. A lot of shitty fucking grunt work. Gross. Cleaning toilet, like stuff that people like. So people don't want to do. It's gross. I was gonna be an EKG technician, and the first code blue I got to the ER at Reading Medical Center, there was this fucking transient dude fucking shitting on the floor, and I was like, nope, this is not for me. You know, I'm like, people that are so void of just cognizance, and that number has spread across the planet. And then you give people advantage and privilege, and it just dumbs down society even more. And I wish I could say, oh yay, Assange is free, and then I saw about how a bunch of shit was wiped from WikiLeaks. Yeah, like they, you know. But my whole thing with the whole Assange, like, I have experience, because when I was in the Air Force, they would send everybody had an email address. I probably still have an email address on a server someplace at Offutt they forgot about. Because they don't keep track of shit, dude. They don't spend money. Everybody thinks the military's all cutting edge. No, they keep building themselves buildings. And give themselves bigger monitors and knocks and stuff like that. They don't put it into the backbone, the back end of infrastructure. Like as of 2014 or 13, whatever it was, Stratcom was still on like Windows 7. I mean, it's just like very outdated, because they spend too much on their little awards and their little buttons and their little bombs and their drones and their killing machines and all this shit that they make us pay for to say, hey, we're doing it in the name of freedom, when freaking we all know that's just propaganda. So they used to send around email, and I remember walking up. It was like a hot day. I had my my coveralls on like I always did. I was always in the truck for like 4 years. I drove around that truck, hauling equipment, changing oil, stuff like that. And I was flight line support. Hard fucking work. Because we get there before, oh my gosh, anyway. And the little jet planes and the recon planes, dude, they have been eavesdropping on us and calling it training missions since cell phones began. Because the recce's, that's all, they were listening devices. So they just drove around, float around, and they'd fly here, and they'd fly there, and then they'd take the E4s, and they'd fly to Virginia Beach, wherever they fucking felt like it, so they could play golf with their buddies. And then pay themselves per diem using thousands and hundreds and tens of thousands and hundreds just resources and just doing what they want because they're all the same dudes that have the attitude of don't you know who I am. And officers, and the higher you get, the more fucking delusional they are. They don't know what's going on. They are told a script. And then they're making decisions based on, let me just say this. Military intelligence is a fucking oxymoron. It's a joke. It was just they pulled it off for a lot of years, and a lot of people bought into the joke because it's just they don't want to admit that they were part of something really stupid. And I'm all about admitting my mistakes. That's why I only did 6 years, because I saw exactly what the military was. It's the greatest resource hog on the planet. Only it kills people for no real reason. 9/11, all of it. I mean, it's gross. So now all this karma's coming out, and people are going to have a real hard time with that. Anyway, so I saw this dude as I was walking up. This guy was on the computer, kicking back, doing not much anything, like most military members. Most, not all. Some of us really worked hard. Some of us were recognized for being exceptional. I was one of those. Not all. Some of us. That's why I went to enlisted, is to go to college. So I did. And everybody else was completely content with exactly how they were, and nobody cared about bettering themselves. And those people that I served with, they're the same way now. Only they all got overweight and stuff, and they didn't maintain their standards. They let them go. Continued on drinking too much when I tried to be an example of what happens when you drink too much and it's not good, and don't be like me. So the self-will one riot, everybody just going around doing whatever they want. That puts out an energy ripple and the effect of that. Thanks for the content. So walking up on this dude, he opens up this video, and it happened to be a video that was on WikiLeaks. Only I saw it when it was being passed around, because see, I was there for shock and awe. Only I was on the island of Crete. There's a lot of freaking decimation that happened, taking off. That I provided the equipment to support in killing so many people, and that's what I have to live with every day. And seeing, and there's this one instance that I was just, doing my job, flight line support, and I saw a man walking across the flight line, and he had all this gear, and I was just like, hey dude, you need a ride? He's like, yeah, thanks, everybody keeps passing me up. And I was like, well, yeah, people suck, what are you gonna do? And I said, where are you going? He said, over there. I said, to the B1. Wow. I said, that's a real piece of equipment. That's a piece of machine. I said, can I go up in the cockpit? Can I just pop up and see? I just want to see what it's like. And he's like, yeah, sure, that's cool. I said, I'm not going to touch nothing. I said, I just want to. And he's like, yeah, that's cool, sure. And so I jump out and I go over and I freaking pop up on the ladder, and I go up and I see it. And then it was later on a YouTube video I did in Oregon. You can see me tell the same story, and you can see how it occurs to me that I was in the same energetic space as a Heyoka empath that picks up on energy. where a man dropped bombs on people and killed them as if they were points in a video game. And I gave that man a ride. And I gotta live with stuff like that all the time. Because I was just doing my job. So I decided early on that I wasn't going to do my job. That was what my job was. I didn't want to be a part of it. So I talked as much shit as I could about being a part of the Air Force while I was in the Air Force. I've been telling the truth the whole time, man. And then I walk up, and this guy's opening a video, and he just keeps playing it, and it was a pilot. I don't think it was the pilot I gave a ride. That would be really weird. But they have cameras and stuff, and they're in the cockpits and stuff, and there's this pilot, and there's this guy out in front of him, and he has lights on, and he's just like... And the jet pilot shot him down. And then he was laughing, and I'm like, these are the fucking bros that they have parades for. And so now we're coming up on the 4th of July, and every time I hear a fucking firework go off, it just reminds me of these fucking lip dick energy. You can't be men unless you're being destructive. That is no kind of fucking man. And now America's falling, and good fucking riddance to all of it. Me and Mom are safe. Other people aren't gonna fare very well. Hi, babies! The pretty dudes! They're like, you're making it scary! It's okay! It's okay! It's okay! Listen to this girl here. You want me to turn the fan? What is next? Here's a good girl. And then I get to be part of this just because I wanted to go to college to get a degree to take care of my mom. And then this is the stuff I get to really try not to think about every day. Like, I can't be a part of that world. I can't. I'm gonna start ordering my food online. I'm not even gonna go walk around the grocery store no more. I can't. I don't, there's nothing out there for me. So if anybody out there wants to connect, email me, straight people like rainbows too. Maybe you can help me figure out how to get stickers and shit like that, because evidently where I'm at, I'm just like on the lockdown, the blacklist. Did you eat your whole sandwich, sweetie? Wow, Mom, were you hungry? You want some milk? I am going to go down and learn how to mud. I'm going to go down and learn how to mud in that church, and I'm going to be like, one time I mudded with that guy. Maybe they'll have me, maybe I'll do a live from down there. Maybe I'll do that. Right? Yeah. And see, that's what I told the guy, what Andrew was his name. I said, that's just how I get Mom out, because Mom don't like to come out very good. She's real sensitive. So I go out and I experience life, and then I bring it back and share it with her, and that's how she gets to experience life. Huh, Mom? Yeah. Mom, thank God you escaped this town at birth. Fucking A. Every day there's things like, whenever, as low as I ever feel, whenever I feel low, I'm like, just make the gratitude list. And that is that God made it possible for me to keep all my old goofy dogs and my little mom, and that she freaking was not born and raised. I don't think being born and raised any place does that place any good, unless the people that are born and raised at that place are there to contribute collectively of making that place better. But the planet has been hijacked by perps. A whole fucking chapter. Like, why do people... Why is it that when I see shit about Hell's Angels, like, the comments are... They're like, bless the Hell's Angels. Like, what the fuck? Are you... Like, the whole dumbing down of society worked. I don't like bikers. Biker clubs and gangs... They're no different than the fucking dudes that, like, join the, like, they're just all the same. Dominance, control. How many fucking people have been stolen from their lives because some fucking asshole got drunk or coked out or spun out, just out of his mind, infiltrated with demons, and then wiped him off the earth? Happened to Mom's friend Diane. Mom had to identify her at the morgue because she didn't want either of Diane's daughters to have to do it, so Mom said she would do it. Because people play too rough and then they get rid of the evidence, and how they did it to Diane is they made it look like a suicide. She wasn't suicidal. She wasn't. And they put her in her car and put her down a boat ramp at Shasta Lake, and shit like that happens all the time. That's the real world. So all these people that got to live in a bubble their whole entire lives, living that good life, never fucking even venturing out to even consider helping another human being, that is an imbalance, and it's swinging back around. So for people that have been able to live in places for generations and generations and generations, there's a lot of us out here that have just been looking for a fucking safe place. And there ain't a whole lot of safe haven out there. By a lot of, you know? Supposedly there's millions of people in the USA, yet the cracks of society, because people got theirs and everybody just cares about themselves. That's what Satan wants. That's what Lucifer, all that living by your best life, that's not God. That's not good orderly direction, turning the other cheek and ignoring people and watching. He's like, thanks for picking me up. I said, yeah, I've been a pedestrian a lot in my life, and I don't want to ever forget where I come from. While so many people have so easily forgotten where they come from, and they created a world where they're really comfortable and untouchable too. Untouchable. That's okay. Like, you can't even ask a question in Taos at the city hall meetings unless you submit it through some fucking question monitor. I'm sure they wouldn't like my questions, so fuck all of them. You know, because they're having bigger problems that they're gonna have. They're looking for a freaking, this place cracks me up. A police chief. They don't got no police chief. Like, and it's all these freaking spoiled brat kids that are like causing all this havoc. I drive the back roads, and every day I see more freaking like donuts in the street, peels out. You know, people are freaking hitting shit and taking off so they can avoid getting in trouble and being accountable for them fucking dicking around and ruining people's shit. Drinking and driving and drugging and just living in sin. Just the level of sin on planet Earth right now. It's disgusting what people do with their free will. It's just so gross. I watched the second season of Loot. It's kind of funny how it ended. Like, she wants to do all this good with all of her money, right? And then she was gonna get with this other guy, like, and they were like he was the richest guy in the world. They were just gonna do all this good with their money. And then before he was going back to Wyoming, he called her for one more meeting. And she showed up and walked in, and there are all these like Illuminati all these people with long robes and masks. And she's like, and he's talking to her, and he's like, stop what you're doing, Molly, knock your, you know, and he's like trying to be all scary. And she's like, dude, I know it's you. You know, like, this is stupid. Like, what is, like, and he's like, we'd like it better when people are suffering more and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, this shit exists. And I'm not going to go, I got nothing to fight. See, I have nothing to defend out there. There's nothing out there in America that I have to defend. I've been trying to tell people since 2001 That's 23 years, and I'm just the asshole. And now all these people are like, oh my God, this shit is true. Yeah, it's true. So, I already took the action to try and stop it. I couldn't do nothing. So what are other people going to do? Dude, you know why they're going to keep doing whatever they want? Because America's not going to get off its ass to get up to do anything to change it. It's just going to watch the rest of the world, Kenya, these rest of these places, these other people, watch them. And that's why the fucking people that own Corp USA are going to continue to just do stupid shit to the human beings of freaking the USA, because they can. Like that movie, Trading Places. Oh, Benny, I'll put it away. You want some more chocolate milk, Mom? And it's all because people had free will and what they did with it. That's all. It's just, I'm over planet Earth. I went in to get this dog food today, and I told the guy when I walked in, I was over planet Earth. Hi, Sally! Welcome up from your nap, Sally. I know you don't want to say, you are being so loud and not in a mood for the loudness. Good boy, Tuck. And he said, that's funny. A guy was in earlier today making declarations. I'm ad-libbing. I'm speaking different. He said there's a guy in there earlier that was done with Taos. He's over Taos, and here you are over planet Earth. I said, yeah, I guess I have a broader spectrum than most. I guess. So, let's see. You know, I hate the fourth. Pride is stupid, dude. People that are proud of shit. You think your shit, and like the shit that they're proud of is like mediocre. They just came out with the Taos best, and I think I wrote because sometimes I'll write comments and then I'll backspace it out, so I can't exactly remember all the comments that I leave. I don't really care, and I don't look when people respond either. So if you got shit to say, you're saying it to yourself, because I don't give a flying. So I said Taos's best is like a decent city's mediocre. And the Taos hum is the low drone of just duh. People just the brain not synopsin. Yep, just people. Too many people living that best life. Because when people live that best life, they're living an automatic pilot. They're just doing things to chase sensations and to make themselves feel good. And when you do that so much, it's really unhealthy. Because it's gluttony. And that's unhealthy. It's how people get their fucking arteries all clogged and shit like that. And they never exercise. But you can't outrun the waves if you're like, it's just hard to watch. These people, it's just, I don't pity people and stuff like that. I'm not gonna feel bad for it. I don't fat shame here. I just think it's really weird what people do with their free will. I have the same free will. I guess I just made better choices, because what you're supposed to do in life is learn from your mistakes. And I guess I've made so many mistakes. I learned so much, but people get away with shit. They're not learning from their mistakes because they keep making them, and because they just got somebody else to protect them and cover it up. Because you got money, you can do whatever you want. You know, if there's like, anybody can have a target over anybody these days, because people just sell out because all the demons running around, in people. Because you got an urge to do something harmful, fight the urge. I always wanted to be a slut. I always had urges. I would just be like, dude, I just wanted to dominate people through the freaking, hey, chill out. All this ego, like, animalistic shit. I never lived that, like, from what I always resisted my urges. I always did, because I knew that if I was ever going to find the right partner in life, that I didn't want to explain to him what a fucking trash bag, some kind of, like, trash hole, like, there's all kinds of just so many derogatory remarks in my mind, because there's so many chicks out there. Their only aspiration in life out there is just to be some penis pocket, to make some man happy. It's so whatever. It's cool. I'm sure I lived that life at one time. I just evolved into something different. When I was a little girl, I would cry myself to sleep because I didn't want to grow up and marry a man and have to like do his laundry and shit like that. I was like, dude, what am I gonna do? I don't want that. My how things change. It's so weird. Like they now it's like God don't make junk, and it's not good orderly direction to fucking alter what your body modification. You're fucking with God's handiwork. Yeah, I'm sure there's no bad karma in that. Look at all these people. They look like aliens because there's like you got these plastic surgeons. They all know the same techniques because they all go to the same schools. Not that many people are smart enough or have enough money to pay for that kind of education, or have the the diligence to do that, or whatever. And so you get all these people that look the same. It's just what America could be and what it is. It's a big old divide. It's just there's a lot of work to be done. To those that are doing the work, I'm so happy in my FYP to see so many people that are seriously freaking taking the actions like I had to do to change my lifestyle and to get being physical in my body like drilled in as muscle memory. If you give a shit about yourself, you gotta act like it, and you gotta do the work. And anybody that I see that doesn't, I don't recognize them as being on my planet Earth anyway. So that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. I'm gonna go learn how to mud tomorrow, Ma.
Mud?
Like a real New Mexican.